1,000 yards up to.
With the 338 Lapua, you can shoot out over 1,000 yards. I'll shoot my 300 out.
Oh, minimum 1,000.
338 Lapua, you can go out to 2,000 if it's a decent one. What do we got here? Tassel of handguns.
I hope BCM doesn't stop including their free bolt carrier. Like, I know they're about to stop soon. I hope that goes on for a little bit longer. Did anybody know anything about that? Chris, do you know anything about that?
Nope.
How
So I
about
know
a
there's an
Dan?
email that sent out that said they were going to stop doing it soon.
How about a Dan Wesson and 445 Super Mag?
Jesus. Does this guy just collect giant, just big guns? Is that all he?
No, he's got smaller stuff. I mean, he's got stuff all the way down to 22. There's a Luger 42, circa 1940. Is it a Model 61? I think. It's either Luger 42 or 61. I can't tell the way that it's put together, but it's definitely a Luger. No pictures, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Got all kinds of shit. Got a Colt Mark II and 38 Super.
I love estate sales.
Oh, yeah, they're so much fun.
Forget
Dan Wesson,
anything.
40
Tools,
and
whatever.
7 Super Mag.
Yeah, you can find all kinds of old, anything you need, like shop tools, all kinds of stuff for really good prices. I freaking passed up a vise the other day. Well, I mean, it was like last summer. I should have freaking got it, but I just didn't have a table to mount it to. It's like one of those like $100-something vices. It's sold for like 40 or 50 bucks, like a table vise, like when you bolt down. I really wish I would have got it.
There's no such thing as a 10mm Magnum, is there?
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, no, not really, no.
So he's got a Colt Desert Elite in 10mm. That sounds intriguing. I wouldn't mind having another 10mm gun now that I'm sort of into the cartridge. What do we got in 45s? 6-hour P220, Smith & Wesson 4506, and a H&K USP 45. Colt Government Series, or Government 4 Series 70. So we got 2 Colt government models, 1911s in the presenting.
By the way, a ballistic. So did I ever tell you about the when I tried to slug my barrel, my Mosin?
No.
Oh, okay, so no one has told you yet. Yeah, it's the bullet's still in there right now after about a week.
God.
Yeah, I tried.
Good guy. You're reloading now, right?
Yes, I am.
How? Did you stick a normal bullet in there when you started this program?
Yes.
Why don't you just take a normal charge load in the case and put, a piece of wadding on it, take it to the range and just shoot it out. Unless you totally fucked it up where it can't travel, there's no reason you can't shoot the fucker out just like you normally would.
Yeah, he did. He got those wooden dowels in there.
Oh, he's got shit on top of it now?
I got wooden dowels on that thing. I tried to follow Iraq Veteran 888's method of...
dowels, use a dowel.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to use a lead slug larger than the bore.
What he did... Yeah, what he did is he pieced out dowels and he cut dowels in pieces and used it that way instead of one whole dowel.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, watch his
That's
video
risky
on
business. When
he was
him and his son did it. I remember I watched it like months ago. But yeah, I wouldn't do it that way. I would use one solid dowel. You want like as close as bore diameter as you can. Way it's in pressure and just tap it through. And you're supposed to use a lot of oil.
Into the pull it out on the air, so I'm gonna be heat blowing it.
Yeah, you're gonna do what?
I'm gonna heat gun the. When I get home, I'm gonna heat gun the barrel.
If you used a standard round, get a aluminum rod and just drive that motherfucker out.
Or you just throw the action in a fire.
If it's a steel
It's a lead
core,
round.
can't
It's a lead. It's
Okay,
lead.
Chris, so why can't you get it out
it's
anyway?
not steel
Why is it
core.
stuck? What's the deal? Like,
He
The,
went
uh,
all
It
the
won't
wood in
come
there.
out. That's the stuck part. I mean,
the
that's,
wooden dowels are wedged.
you're roboting on us.
He might have hit a dead spot, but yeah, dump a little gas down the barrel,
Basically,
light
yeah,
a match.
Yeah, that won't. I can't see that being a bad idea at all.
His wooden dowel started to break, and then it kept breaking, and it wedged itself. So now it's like anytime you try to drive it out, it just wedges the wood tighter.
Why doesn't he drive from the other side?
Well, because then you have to drive it forward, and apparently
I did try to push it to the other side with a steel rod, and it still would not go. I used a plastic hammer, didn't work. I used a metal hammer, didn't work. I used 2.5 sledge, it still would not budge.
Yeah.
And
So you're
Caleb,
kind of screwed at this point, Chris. You should just throw it in a fire, take all the stuff off it, throw the action in a fire. After about half an hour, it'll probably melt out.
Are you using a
Oh my God,
Are you using pure lead slug? Like, what was your slug you're using?
It was I just used a bullet. I think that was my problem.
You shouldn't have a problem with it. I mean, I put a 40 caliber bullet through a 9mm barrel. No, and it wasn't that difficult.
The pine dowels that broke apart in there that made the problem.
Yeah, that's what's jammed. It's probably like pushing into the side of the barrel. That's why.
You used cheap pine dowels instead of good oak ones, didn't you?
Yeah, you need to buy some good dowels from Home Depot and get them the right size. And
Birch.
You trying to say the dowels from Lowe's aren't any good there, Caleb?
Well,
Oh, well, Home Depot's probably always good too. Sorry.
Yeah, they make
1%,
dowels out of
1% are
spruce,
home
and they're
improvement
really
here.
weak. They make them out of something like birch or oak.
Hardwood.
They're quite strong.
You might be able to, I mean, if you want to burn, if you're thinking of burning anything, I guess you could burn the dowel out somehow. That wouldn't be that hard, because, I mean, it wouldn't even get the gun that hot, really. Just pour some, I don't know what you'd necessarily use to burn it, though.
Lighter fluid.
I have
something like that. Not too explosive.
I just bought a heat gun right now, and I'm going to use that.
That's not gonna. You gotta have a spark to catch the wood on fire. Take a.
The heat.
If you want,
According to Dr. No, that's what Dr. knows.
If you want something that'll burn hot, not
You'd have to get it to like 1,000 degrees to get that wood to light on fire.
You can use half diesel, half gas. That's what you use like in a regular flamethrower.
It may be you have to just quit listening to the internet gun experts because we're all fucking idiots.
Yeah, well, the thing is, with the heat gun, you should be able to get it, if you got the right wattage heat gun, you should be able to get the lead hot enough to melt it.
400 degrees, yeah. Something like that, 425 degrees, something like that.
And it's actually, that temperature is not going to hurt the steel.
No, probably not. It might hurt your finish or your stock. You make sure it's taken apart and everything.
I am going to take it out of the stock.
Well, yeah.
But here's the thing, though. When you get it melted, it's going to cool. You're going to, because if you don't, it's going to cool in the grooves and crap. And then if you try to shoot it, you're going to be in real big trouble because that will blow your barrel up. If you have a lead that's still cooled in there in the grooves.
Oh, it's not going to melt. It's not going to liquefy immediately.
No,
it's going to soften up
up
first and then flop out.
Yeah.
Flop out.
Then you just have to scrub your bore with a copper brush, clean it out, and you should be good to go.
Yep.
It'll just flop out, apparently.
Now, Tino, you want to know the temperature?
Yes, I do.
-11 with about a 30-mile-an-hour wind right now.
Damn.
That's all?
Fuck, man, that's balmy. You could go out in a t-shirt.
Yeah, they're talking during the day tomorrow. The high is going to be below 0. Anywhere from -2 to -5.
It's supposed to
so
be
it's not
40
that
here
bad.
tomorrow.
Below 0? Oh, no.
We're talking Fahrenheit here, Bob, not Celsius.
Talking about internet.
20?
Talking about
Minus 20? Are you kidding me? That's like nice.
Talking about internet gun experts, I got some clowns on this 10mm site I'm on. He's trying to tell me that my Liberty Defense ammo Granted, it is only 60 grains, but it's traveling at 2,400 feet per second with 785 foot-pounds of energy.
Yeah,
It's
that's
only going to penetrate 2 to 3 inches.
Yeah.
No. No.
It may not go 18 inches, but it's going to do enough damage.
Yeah, the shards are going to penetrate about 6 inches. The base is probably going to
I do understand that it's not quite the same as ballistic gel and human media or whatever, but it's still going to be hammered.
Oh, I've seen that Liberty and me.
all somebody has to do is get a 200-pound pig hanging up and shoot it, and that'll tell the tale.
Yeah, people have done that though. People have actually shot poor.
Yeah. Well, and why not? Yeah, and they found out that, oh, guess what? It's gonna fucking mess you up big time.
Yep. Well, Luke, just tell them test it on themselves. See if it harms
I
them.
thought about poking the bear, but when I put the original post up, it was in the middle of a thread. But when I put it up, I said it's a polarizing ammo. Either you love it or you hate it. And he's a hater, so there ain't no turning him around. I don't really care.
It is not my choice for winter carry, but it's definitely my choice for summer carry.
Yeah, one less person to compete for to buy it when I need more.
Yep. Yeah. But tomorrow it's going to be really bad here. It's going to that plus they're talking 30 to 50 mile an hour winds. So.
I mean, it's got to be getting close to the point that people are not working anymore and shit for the most part, right?
Pretty much. They've already canceled schools.
No. See, where I live, I mean, if it's minus 30 without the wind chill, then the kids can't go out for recess. Yeah. But if it's like minus 26, that's fine. The kids will be fine out there. They're all wearing their winter clothes.
No,
I've had times where the schools didn't close, but the buses couldn't run anymore because it was too cold for the diesel buses. So the parents had to come pick up their kids.
Yeah, I'm just
in which case Bob's kids just camped out at the school because he was too drunk.
Oh, hell no, man. I went and picked him up. I was in a Datsun half-ton at that point.
Yeah, I am freaking...
The only time it gets too cold for the diesel is if you don't get the right type of additive to the diesel so it gels up.
Well, that's what I thought, too.
50 below, as long as you got the right shit in it.
Yeah, well, I wrote the school board and said, like, what bullshit, right? Like, I work at the co-op. Our diesel-engined trucks that deliver our lumber, our 5-ton trucks, they run at 30 below. Like, it's the same chassis. And, I never even got a response.
Well,
when I was up in Alaska, they didn't even start using block heaters till it got 35 below.
Yep.
Jeez.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. When I lived in Thompson, it was like you're gonna plug your car in. It's only minus 25. What are you gonna waste power?
Yeah. Well, the wind took a branch off. It hit my gutter. It took 20 feet of my gutter off.
Oh wow. You're gonna have to get on a ladder.
You want a new gutter anyways, right?
Yeah.
I have to get up on a ladder on the side of a hill and fix my gutter now.
Please record this for us.
Yeah. No. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. I want a camera on the ground watching Court climb a ladder and try to put gutter back up.
If it's been tore off, you're gonna have to replace it anyways. Gutters.
Yep.
Gutters
that is going to be
ripped off.
Yeah. That is going to be classic TV. Well, actually, he'll have to at least get up there and pull it off so it's not hanging off the roof, right?
Why?
Replace it in the spring when he needs it.
Why does he got to tear the rest of it off?
Well, just tear the piece off that's knocked half down.
Let's have a waterfall instead.
Thankfully, it's in the front of the house where it runs downhill, so it's not, you don't have to worry about the water actually running into the basement like I do in the back.
Well, then in that case, I would say, why do you have a gutter there? Just let it run off the house instead of having to direct it somewhere so it flows in a heavy flow. Plus, it collects leaves and crap. And
he doesn't want it coming up against his foundation, is why.
Exactly.
Well, no, but he's saying that it's on the downward slope. So if
I still don't want it running over the roof and then running underneath.
Oh, okay, I get it.
So I got to do something with that gutter tomorrow, and I'm not looking forward to that.
But you got to record it. Like, set a camera up. Just set it up in the back so it can watch.
My camera cannot even. I tried filming outside today for a little while. My camera went from full charge to no charge in about 2 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Just
Mine
use your
costs
laptop.
$30
Use your laptop. Use your laptop camera and just set it up so it's got a wide pan on it.
I don't have a
Good idea.
laptop.
Great idea. Yeah,
Well,
plug
get
it
The
in.
thing I don't have is a laptop. I have a desktop.
Well, then take it out there.
Duct tape some hand warmers to your camera, dadgummit.
Take it out there. It's a lot
All
easier.
right, I'm declaring you un-American. You don't own a laptop.
But you know what's funny is I remember years ago, like going over to a friend's place and taking my computer, my desktop computer, and there'd be 5 or 6 of us would come over and we'd play Doom against each other. You know, all in the same room,
We used
all
to do
on
LAN parties,
desktops.
but we did LAN parties with Quake, and I remember dragging my desktop around for LAN parties.
Yep.
I always
Yep.
had selected the non-green smoking room for my gameplay.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah! And yeah, those rooms were blue when you were playing. Everybody was smoking. Yeah, it was great fun. And the best part was like one of my buddies, which I still hang around with, is a quadriplegic. So here's this guy who, like, literally can only move 2 muscles up in his neck somewhere that kind of allow him to kind of jerk his arms back and forth. And he's playing, like, first-person shooters and kicking everybody's ass.
Sounds like fun. The fun for me on the LAN parties was the new guy, because there was no lag.
Yeah.
The new guy got a special skin, and it was a bong ride and a skateboard because it was harder to hit. So it gave him a fighting chance.
Yeah, we never did the skins thing. We always just went like, you know, whatever they gave you. Well, my buddy's wife used to. We used to play it was Air Combat Microsoft Flight Sim. You play that on LAN, and it was just like there was no lag, and she kicked everybody's ass. She flew the Japanese Zero, and you could not touch her, and she would be on your ass and pumping rounds in you in no time. The only way I could ever beat her was if I flew the Oscar, which was a Zero without cannons, because all you had to do was like hit the airplane, the other airplane. If they crashed on landing or anything, you got points. But yeah, oh man, those were fun games. But yeah, she had a skin on her airplane, and when you got up close to her Zero, it was her cat in the cockpit. It was just hilarious because you could put your own face in the cockpit. But that was the really cool LAN experiences where you had no lag.
That's what it was all about, because when we were doing ours, it was back in the 56K modem stage of things, and everybody was lagging at some level.
Oh, I used to play Warcraft, the original one, and then Doom, the original Doom.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think we started out with 19s, and then went to, I think it was maybe 56 after that. But yeah, the first modems were just god awful, and I had I think a 386, IBM 386. It was like, but I had a 540 meg hard drive, but it was like, nowadays it's tiny, but back then it was like stores and businesses had that size.
540 kilobytes.
Yeah, probably something like that. Yeah, but it was like, yeah, the only other computers that had that were like in businesses, right? Had this huge hard drive, and it meant I could play these games, and they were really cool. But I mean, oh, the graphics and the monitor, you know, I had like a 14-inch monitor that was like 2 feet deep and weighed about 50 pounds.
Oh, for me, it was all about. What was the name of that game now? Wing Commander.
Oh, Wing Commander. I don't think I ever played that.
That was a lot of fun. But then the Star Wars X-Wing game came out, and that took its place.
Well, I played my big game I played a lot was Delta Force, which was a first-person shooter, and it was really cool.
Shooters.
Like you could, and then there was Delta Force 1, Delta Force 2, 3, 4. I think it was 2 or 3 that was the real. That's the one everybody played, and my buddy was in the squad from Britain, and they played in the morning, and I was like, well, I worked nights at that point, so it was like, oh, I had the morning, so I'd just get up early and go play video games for 2 hours before I went to work.
All right, now.
They were really good, man. Like, because we played like squad games, right? So you'd play 12 men against 12 men, and the weapons were pretty realistic and this kind of stuff. So it was all right.
I didn't have the internet until the late 90s, so.
Really? Holy shit, man.
Yeah, I know.
I got it as soon as it was available, which I'm thinking 80s, late 80s.
Yeah, I think it was 98, I think, for me. 98 or 97.
Yeah. I know a lot of people that didn't ever get it, even when it was available, and I would be talking to them about it, and they go, what are you talking about, Like the internet.
Oh, yeah, it was... Yeah. Dial-up sucked.
Yeah, and people, the dial-ups. 14.4, I think it was... No, I had a 9600 baud modem. 9600.
28.6.
Oh, so you had a big one. I had a 9600, then I went to a 14 something, and then a 56, and oh yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, then I went to 56 after that.
Yeah. And then I got high speed and went, holy fuck.
Then I went to DSL and cable.
Picture in seconds, not days.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. By the way,
like early on the internet, I want to see this picture. I'm gonna download it, right? You'd hit download, and the next morning you'd get up and it'd be downloaded, because it would take 8 hours to download the damn picture.
And you just had to know what Marina Sirtis look like naked.
Who's Marina Sirtis? Is that from
Deanna Troy?
Yeah, Deanna Troy. No, actually, I was never that into her. I like the
Not
doctor.
Gates.
Mm-hmm.
You like Beverly?
Yep. Oh, God. That red hair. Oh.
I guess I don't know if this is a internet hoax or talking about doing a reboot of the Next Generation.
Yeah.
And it's the redhead from Mad Men. What's her name? Christina Hendricks or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, as Beverly.
Yeah, she's perfect.
I would be like, okay, I'll watch that.
Yep.
Please give her the low cut, make her dumb blouse.
Oh gosh, yeah. Oh boy. That's gonna be
If you show cleavage, it means you're dumb.
Yeah, whatever.
No, seriously, that's how Star Trek works. If you show cleavage and you're one of the main cast members showing cleavage,
Really?
you're not one of the smarter ones. Yep. Why do you think Jerry Ryan had the skin tight suit?
I think you're just talking about one of those conspiracy things, right?
No, it's just like Wrecker's beard.
No, you really? This is for real. You believe this? Wow.
Okay, look at the character that Marina played, and that her name is Deanna Troy. It wasn't until she got that blue jumpsuit that she started doing a whole bunch of important stuff in the Next Generation.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise, she was just there, kind of like.
So, is there a group of
inherent.
people, Quark, that go and look for this on the internet and on movies and stuff, or you just do this by yourself?
It's called Observation Bob. If you've never watched the show, I mean.
No. You've got a show. Okay.
No, if you never watched Next Generation, then you wouldn't realize that. You never watched the show, Bob, which I know you have.
Yeah, I've watched every episode. I actually had every episode on VHS tape, man.
Well, it doesn't mean you watched them.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, man.
I would say go
love
back.
that show.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. Go, it's on American Netflix anyway. Next Generation.
Yeah.
Go back and watch it,
Yeah.
and watch her progress as being an airhead. And as soon as she gets into her blue unitard, basically,
Yeah.
you
They
know,
all
the with the regular
apparently-
uniform with
Apparently they were
no
quite
cleavage.
uncomfortable. One of the reasons you always saw Picard pulling down his coat was because he's pulling down his unitard because it was
Yep.
pinching his balls.
Yeah, I know. I know, but I'm serious. When she got that one where it didn't show any cleavage,
Yeah.
she started becoming a lot more smart. It was a slow progression, but yeah, she became less smart. She started going on away mission.
I just think
Away
that sounds
missions
all you know, conspiracy theory things that cleavage.
No, I mean it's serious.
I don't know. I don't think it is. I really don't. You know, I think it's. We should have Dano in here to.
Well, Dano has a link. He can join in, but I gotta say this: since we haven't had Tino on in quite a while, Tino, you said I've missed Bob.
I did not say that.
Oh.
So what's been going on with you?
Nothing
Yeah,
too
well,
much.
it's
I had some medical issues around the end of the year, the beginning of this year, so I've been getting all that taken care of.
They finally, yeah.
Syphilis
finally-
again?
And I've just been
As
busy.
I've already said, his STDs have finally cleared up.
I just thought it was syphilis because he's young and university
It was
student.
not an
you know.
STD.
Oh, wait a second. He does live near Disneyland.
Oh, could have had measles.
Measles
that was in
and
California,
smallpox.
Florida.
Yeah, syphilis, measles. Those would be bad. Imagine having syphilis, measles, and spots all over your dick. Would be something to talk to the women about, though.
No. Oh, jeez.
So you did have syphilis, or you didn't?
I didn't. Oh, dear God.
And you were happy to see me back. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Foolish boy.
Yeah, that won't last long.
All right.
But no,
I
I've
gotta
been pretty
get
good.
I gotta get
Yeah,
up
go
early in the morning, so I'm gonna bow out.
Well,
Good to see everybody.
yeah, Luke, good to see you again.
Try and stay in good health.
Yep.
Tino. Good night.
I'm a Miller. That
Okay.
means I'm
Luke.
tough as nails and twice as sharp.
I don't know. Dano keeps telling me to tell Bob if he wants to go to the kennel. I don't know what that means.
You know what it means is because, like, when he was in charge of the chat, he would just like, Bob, I'm sending you to the kennel, and then he'd mute. He wouldn't let me back out, eh?
No, we have a
So,
club around
yeah.
here that's called the Kennel, and that's why I'm not asking Bob if he wants to go.
Oh,
It's just not gonna
See,
happen.
that's probably why you don't understand. Yeah, it's just
I
Dano
was
with his little
concerned.
twisted thing. He really likes to imagine me as a puppy dog, and I'm not quite sure what he wants to do with me, but it makes me nervous. So I basically just, go, okay, Dano, when he's in charge of the chats, it's like, oh, I'll come in, but, he's going to put me in the kennel and kind of be creepy, but it's okay. I mean, I like him. I think he's a nice guy. I think he should grow his mustache back so everybody
He's
knows
listening to
who
this,
he
so I
is.
think he's a nice guy too.
No, I
Well,
actually do.
jump on in here if
think,
he wants
I
to.
think he's genuinely a nice guy. Honest to God, I really do.
Yeah, he
I
is.
would go.
He is.
I would go shoot pigs with him or something like that. That'd be fine.
But
All right,
They
Bob,
wanna buy
put
me a
that
steak
link in
dinner,
the internal for you.
What's that?
There's a link in the internal that you need to read.
Okay. Oh my
Hey,
God.
Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Hey,
Oh wait. Yeah, Troy. Boy, she does have enough nice boobs though.
Yeah, I almost didn't recognize her when I saw her in NCIS, so I can't remember what season it was, but
What's NCIS?
The show.
American show about
It's about the Navy Navy
Investigation
investigators.
services.
Navy criminal investigative.
Criminal
The criminal, that's what I was trying to think of. I
Criminal.
kept getting crime. Oh, sorry.
I thought it was like some Jewish girl named Ziva something or other.
She's
No,
not
she
Jewish,
was-
she's Israeli.
She wasn't.
Well,
No,
yeah,
she-
there's a South American that's posing, a South American actress who plays an Israeli girl. Yeah.
I guess it was too hard to find an actual Israeli in Hollywood, so they just.
So they like, hey, wait a minute, she has facial features.
Everybody knows that Jews are not allowed in Hollywood, right?
Bob, are you starting where you left off in Matt's chat?
Jeez.
He was invited to mass chat. Why?
Yeah.
I am not racist. I just don't understand why.
He just doesn't like Jewish people.
I just said I thought that Jews were outlawed from Hollywood because of something that they did, with the Red Scare and Truman or something. I don't know.
Dude, do you know who rules Hollywood nowadays?
Who?
Jews.
Are they Canadian Jews though? Because the American Jews are all been gotten rid of, and the Canadian Jews just filled the void.
How many Bergs are there in Hollywood? And Goulds and
I posted something in the internal, but I refuse to repeat it.
No, I'm just being silly. The Jewish people have there's a reason they went into banking, and that was because they weren't allowed to do other trades in Germany, but that was,
all right, Reggie White.
money lending and pawn shops and stuff.
I was going to say something, but I'm not.
Here's a shovel, Bob.
Yeah, you got to read that article though, because it's actually quotes from the actress herself.
Oh no, I know she's got boobies, and when she used to show them more, people looked less at what she was saying and more at her boobies. But that's
she even
pretty much all.
had.
Isn't that true of all women though?
What's her name from Mad Men?
Honest to God, I think women should just be allowed to go topless, just like men in the summer and stuff like that. And pretty soon we wouldn't even notice them anymore.
Jeez.
Honest to God.
In the meantime,
honest
Bob
to
will be
God.
crashing into
I
them.
am serious.
Bob will die from a heart attack.
No, I won't.
Boobies! 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 Boobies!
I actually I'm in a study. I'm a volunteer in a university study, looking at people who smoke and who don't smoke and who have, COPD and all that kind of stuff, right? And because they asked me to do this 20 years ago, so every half year or so I go and get my test done, right? And they test your lung capacity and your all this kind of shit. And they tested me, and I came in at 90% for my age and, height and stature, right? Except I have a larger lung capacity than most people, and it's that's fucking whack, man. I've smoked since I was 13, and the guy goes, yeah, it's kind of weird. You're one of the abnormalities, whatever.
Oh, come on, we got Island and Dano up there, and neither of them are jumping in?
I know. I can't imagine. I just said something that they're just going to jump in. What do you mean, man? But I can show you the chart, so.
We got Dino's
Like
out
if
there
you're-
as well.
Yeah. If you're at 70%, you're within the normal average for your height and weight, and I'm at 90%. So it's that's pretty good for somebody who's smoked since they were 13.
By the way, every time I see Ballistic's new avatar on gun channels,
Oh, I know.
I think of somebody named Ed.
My new avatar.
I'm serious. I'm like, how did I? Oh, it's Ballistic.
Wait, no,
I
it's
thought Ed was gone.
Well, it kind of looks like he's kind of rubbing on that log there.
Well, it's so small. It's a little teeny tiny circle.
I know.
I can't
I
see it.
talked about on gun channels.
I
It kind of
don't
looks
know what it
like.
looks like whenever it's shrunk down because I can't see it because it doesn't appear for me.
Oh,
Yeah, it kind of looks like Ed's.
I'll
You know
screen
what
share
it
it for
is,
me. I want to see it. Let me see it. What's it look like?
What the hell's going on here?
90%.
Oh, no, it's really funny.
5% denim, 4% alcohol.
90%.
Thanos said 90%. I think yeah, Thanos said 90% racist, and then there's like 5% denim and 4% alcohol.
Oh, fuck you, Chris. Where's Chris? You bastard. I didn't see that in the internal.
Chris, not good guy.
Not our Chris. Another Chris.
Not our Chris.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because I would never imagine Chris say something like that. He's a decent person, even to be as a little short.
Let me guess. That's a Harbor Freight heat gun. Yep.
Yeah, that's a Harbor Freight heat gun.
Yep. It's going to explode in his hand and start a fire online. Let's all walk into him so we can watch it happen.
Now, I have been thinking about
Why
doing
is he
this.
warming the
Wait a
barrel?
minute. I do have a legitimate question. Chris, what caliber rifle is that? I missed that conversation.
It's a
Oh, it's a
Mosin.
Mosin.
It's a Mosin?
Yeah, he's got a lead slug basically stuck in there that he's trying to use to cylinder or we'll check
Swag
this.
the barrel.
Yes, there we go. Thank you.
Swag the barrel.
Swag the barrel.
But he used
And
the
he's
bullet.
trying.
How did the bullet get stuck in there, though?
Well,
Well, he was
used
driving it through to try to get the measurement for the barrel, and then I guess the wooden dowel broke and got wedged in there.
because he used a cheap wooden dowel. Thank God.
I can hear
I'm
you,
actually
Chris,
thinking
speaking
about
up.
doing this since I'll actually be semi-close to Harbor Freight, and even though I hate that they're, they have a sign, no carry in there, I carry in there anyway. But going in there and actually buying something, I haven't bought anything since they had the carry sign up.
Yeah. So when you go in there and you're not buying, though, do you show the employees that, hey, I'm carrying?
No.
Oh, really?
No.
I would think
My Harbor Freight is it doesn't care. I open carry in there, they don't care.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, some people are lucky that way, Chris. Mine has a sign up, and I just don't want to be banned from the store because they do throw. I'll go over there when they have, no purchase required, free. Like you'll have a free coupon, you don't need to purchase anything. I'll go in there and get the item when I'm on that side of town and tell them the only reason I'm getting this free item is in protest of you're not allowing carry in the store.
Right. Now, at the same time, you carry.
Yeah, I would be. Otherwise, I would be shopping in here and buying stuff.
Dano, the 7.62 can be many things. 308. When you say this will educate. 308 it can range between 308, 309, 310, to 312. So you with Mosins usually they're like 311, 312. So I'm trying to see if it was around that area. So if you put a 308 bullet in here, it might be too loose, and then it won't be accurate. That's why I was trying to get the exact bore, trying to see if it was 311 or anything like that around there.
How did that work out for you?
You yourself. We're not talking, Chris. Please. Hairdryer sound.
Yeah, actually, man. I mean, Chris made a boo boo. Now he's gonna fix it, and it's not a big deal. I've done lots of those.
Sorry, Chris. Just too much background noise from the hairdryer.
Not a hairdryer.
I know it's a heat gun, Chris, but I asked you to mute yourself when you're not talking, and you just ignored me.
All right, Chris, you just did a classic moment. I mean, that's something that.
Court, I'm sorry, but my hands are fucking full, and I can't just drop this in anywhere. It'll burn stuff.
I know, that's why.
I know. So you make it sound like it's easy for me to unmute myself. Son of a bitch.
No, Chris, we're just saying that was classic YouTube video.
And I just asked him to not.
And I mean, it's kind of
He
loud.
muted himself when not talking. That's all I asked him to do. When he didn't, I muted him.
Oh yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, everybody mutes me.
And I,
No, the difference is my hands are full. It's hard for me to go transition right now, and then I can't just grab the mouse and then mute myself. If there's a way to mute me and unmute me remotely, great. But unfortunately, there's no way to do that. Is there a way to do that?
I'm
Can I
pretty
be
sure
unmuted
that's what it
remotely?
was.
Huh?
Chris, I feel your pain. People keep muting me, and I
No,
just.
But there's a different
why.
situation though. I have my hands are full. So is there a way? Is there a remote way of unmuting?
And how
Once
do you
you
know
mute
my
the
hands
thing,
aren't full when you mute
once
me?
you unmute.
I don't give a shit.
Just say mute real loud at the computer, and it'll mute that.
But
Oh,
if we
you
can't hear
kill
each
me.
other talk while you're sitting there with the heat gun, I hope you understand that. That's why I did it. I'm not doing it out of disrespect for you or anything else, Chris.
I think it was very disrespectful.
Yeah, I think he did it on purpose, Chris. You should ban him. Quark's an ass sometimes, man. He's just like really mean to people. Him and Edge.
I
They're a
meet
gang.
you all the time, Bob.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We just don't like Bob.
And he's in the kennel. I can use that trick too, Bob.
What happened now?
I put Bob in the kennel.
What'd you do? I don't even know what the hell that is.
I hid him from broadcast for a little while.
Jeez. God.
And now he's allowed to leave the kennel if he promises to behave.
Chris is now Sluggo. According to some guy in Sandy.
I didn't block you, Bob. You can unmute yourself.
Fuck you. America! Fuck you.
Oh, jeez.
You know, I think that was the best thing when they made all that crap about that movie. And the fact is that the movie made way more money than it would have if they'd actually released it, because it was a crappy movie.
Oh, are you talking about The Interview?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, the worst movie. And plus, movie theaters that were gonna like have premiere that movie, they just went, oh yeah, we'll just do what the hell was that one with the puppets?
Muppets?
No. It had puppets and they were America.
Oh,
Oh,
it's driving me crazy.
yeah, I know. Oh crap! Because they were the ones. America, fuck you.
What the hell is the name of that movie? It's driving me crazy.
It was the best movie ever. I laughed my ass off at it. I thought it was such a stupid idea, and then I watched it and went, "Oh my god!"
It was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
And weren't they minuets?
Yeah, they were like puppets. Like there were strings on them, and they had a sex scene.
minuets.
They had a sex scene that was just outrageous. It was fucking hilarious. Oh man, it was funny. What the hell was that? Oh,
Team America.
Team America. That's it. Yeah, Team America. Oh,
I can't.
So
I knew it was America something. Thank you, Alan.
all the theaters that were gonna release The Interview released, or a bunch of them anyway, released Team America that night because Sony wasn't gonna release The Interview, and then Sony releases it, and I went and watched it and went, that sucks.
Well, they were
The Seth Rogen movie,
You
of
can
course it
watch it
sucks.
online for like $7, and then
Yeah.
was like a couple weeks later, it's on Netflix, and I'm like, watched it on Netflix. I'm going, oh my god, this is horrible.
Yeah, I know. I watched it on Netflix and went, oh god.
All right, I'm going to head to bed. I'm tired. So y'all have a good one.
All right.
And I will
Well,
see
put me
you.
in journal what happened,
Hey, good talking to you again.
or text me what happened
What do you mean? Text you what happened?
while you were away.
Oh, okay.
Why you run away?
All right,
Did
you'll
you
have
run
it
away?
Later. Yeah, why he ran away.
No, okay. Why did you run away? Because he's skinny and pale and white and 5'2"?
I don't know.
Hey, I'm 5'8" and I'm slim. Svelte, I like to say.
Yeah,
And
but I was gonna say, I'm
pretty
thinking
pale.
about just going there and picking up, their fire starter, their, supposedly magnesium black, and the striker,
Yeah.
and just doing a test to see if it's worth buying it there for like whatever it is, $3.
You're talking those Cooligans, those camping ones?
Well, they sell them. They're just a magnesium with a ferro rod attached to the side with a little hacksaw blade.
Mm.
and
Okay,
chain.
that's different than what I'm thinking. I bought one that was actually quite sturdy. It was supposed to be magnesium, and you would take your knife and you'd shave magnesium off it, quite a like size of say a small chocolate bar. And you shave the magnesium off it, and then hit a ferro rod striker on the back, and you use the back of your knife and strike it and start the magnesium on fire. Never worked worth shit. Dryer lint and just a regular like striker and piece of hacksaw blade or whatever worked way better.
Better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been playing around with my dryer lint because it's like 50% cat hair.
Yeah, it works way better. Oh, wait.
And
Cat hair
besides it's sticking to high heaven, it works well.
Yeah.
Cotton balls take a better spark. They take a spark a lot faster, though.
Yeah. Well, all my clothes are cotton because I believe in cotton. Well, cotton and denim, whatever. So like all my dryer lint is cotton, cat hair, no dog hair because I got a doodle.
Yeah, well, it's like 95% it's going to be cotton. Some of my shirts have, a mix.
Yeah. But I mean, this
All right,
stuff
I'm
at
talking
night,
about
like the
t-shirt
son of a bitch.
mixes.
Huh?
Are you talking about t-shirt fabric mixes?
No,
No,
we're
we're talking about dryer lint.
Huh?
We're talking about how dryer lint works as a fire starter.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
actually have a video that I've
depends on what
half
you're
filmed.
closing. Quark says his is 95% cat hair.
No, 50% cat hair,
Oh,
45%
50%.
cotton, and like 5% polyester crap.
Oh, okay.
So some of the shirts are, like 95-5 mix. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, all my shirts are cotton or I have some that are linen, like some of my dress shirts are linen, but yeah. Mostly cotton, a couple of polyesters because they're fun in the summer. You just wet them, hang them up, and they look clean again.
DB, I would believe that if Cello said it. You said my dryer lint is 80% back hair and 20% pubes.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think DB has pubes.
I actually think he kind of does like a Howie Mandel almost full body shave.
Oh, I'll bet. Yeah.
Because you didn't know that about Howie Mandel. He hates hair. He shaves everything.
Oh yeah, he's got all kinds of problems.
Yeah.
But the neat thing is, he is actually.
The only reason I know who he is because that stupid TV show, freaking.
The neat thing
What's
is,
his name? It's like, it's Howie Mandel.
he puts himself out there and says, you know what, I have mental health problems. These are what they are, and this is how I'm dealing with them, right? Because mental health should not be something to be ashamed of. I mean, if you've got problems with it, should be like Quark, be open with it. If you got sexuality problems, you should be like Edge and be open with it. Just be yourself and do not say that this is some stigma because I have something wrong with my head. Right?
Yeah, well, Thin Blue Line just confirmed that was STD related.
So do you say that to yourself a lot, Bob?
Oh, I don't have to. I know I'm perfect. My daddy always told me when I was a kid, eh?
All right, I gotta finish this work right
finish
here before 1 o'clock. So I'll talk to you guys in a few minutes when I get done with it.
All right, Dr. Man.
He has a
Agrees there, gun.
online test he's got to finish. True and false.
I think he's got to do the gunslinger. He's got to change his Gunslinger America or American Gunslinger.
Nah, not Khalib.
Yeah, man, he's getting damn good. Pretty soon you're going to see him going over to foreign countries as a mercenary. He's going to be like doing GoPro videos on his helmet. Oh, it's going to be badass.
Nah.
I can't believe it. It blew beer through my nose from you just saying nah.
Well, guys, your opportunity to jump into the chat, it's wide open. Jump on in. The link's out there at Gun Channels.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I haven't put beer through my nose.
Those guys are typing up a storm out there. Yeah, but I saw him doing this little video, and I got to refilm half of it because I realized that half of my video wasn't in frame. But that's not a big deal. I got the first two. I should actually say 1/3 wasn't in frame because I moved the dish I was burning the stuff in. By the way, ceramic and heat do not mix very well when you're using an old dog bowl. A dog food bowl, you know, one of these old, big, huge ceramic ones that's probably from the 70s. I ended up cracking that thing, and I ended up having to move it so it wouldn't catch the table on fire. When I put it back, it was on a frame. I don't know. I don't know if I want to spend $3. Well, then I've got a 20% coupon and get something free at Harbor Freight. And
You know what? I can't do this in chat at the same time, so I'll see you guys later. Take care.
Later, Chris. Careful panning prevents costly errors. Yes.
Wowzers. Only 2 of us left, huh?
Yep.
Oh, well.
That's going to be a short chat, I guess, if nobody else joins in.
Yep. Well, at least you made me blow beer through my nose. Thanks very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
How you did that either. It wasn't like you'd said anything that funny yet. Just caught me off guard. Got a mouthful of beer and it went out through my nose. So I told you my brother has now decided he has to buy a 357 Blackhawk, eh?
Yeah, jealous, is he?
You know what? I don't blame him. Like he said, like when I told him I'd bought one, he went and was in the gun store and went, "Oh, can I handle that?" And they gave it to him. He went and kind of same thing I did. Cowboy gun, but modern sights. Because it is a tack driver with 38 specials. 357s, the groups open up. 9mm, the groups open up. But look, it's a 3 caliber revolver.
Yeah, that is true.
That is something, Because as a prepper, you got to go, maybe I can find some, 357s in this guy's home, but maybe I'll, only find 38s, maybe I'll only find 9mm. But it's, 3 chances to find ammo.
Yep.
Plus, I can buy a whole shit pile for that in my Brownie, and we're good to go.
Yeah, I've actually been thinking about it's a key fob on a paracord, but inside the paracord, you put some fishing stuff and a couple other little items.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool.
And it's a
Put
quick release key fob too, so you can just yank on the cord and the stuff's all wrapped up inside.
It'd be really neat if you could put all that fishing stuff inside a adapter that would adapt a 12 gauge to a 410.
Nah.
Because then if you hit somebody with it, it hurt really bad.
Yes. Well, I was thinking about that. I don't know. See, I don't think I'd ever end up using it. And it's buying the hooks, the line, the lead weight, and a couple other little things, and doubt I'll ever use it.
That's the thing is you might never, ever, 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 ever use it. But is it better to have it and never use it, or to not have it and need to use it?
Yeah.
Like, would you rather not have something that you could have had, or when you needed it, or just carry something around that you never needed your whole life? I'd rather be safe than sorry, personally.
Yeah, maybe. I might do that. I'll be in that area tomorrow, and I can at least look at the stuff and price it out and see what it's going to cost me right now.
Yep. Yeah, why not? Did you look at that earlier over and under rifle I showed you? There was a shotgun on top and a 30-06 on the bottom.
I didn't see anything in the internal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'll bring it back up. Yeah, it's really cool. It's a Russian, but it's a 12 gauge. It'll take a 3-inch. On the top barrel, on the bottom barrel is a 30-06, right? So bear, moose, ducks, whatever you want to take, you've got a gun that'll do it all. But single shot. But yeah, really cool gun and really reasonable price. I mean, I'm kind of looking at this thing going, oh, I really shouldn't buy another gun right now, but it's just such a cool gun. I like 12 gauge and I like 30-06. I mean, that's my favorite caliber as far as I'm concerned. It'll reach out and touch somebody at huge ranges, and at the same time, it's good as a bush gun. So because it'll punch through shit that's a little heavier than something like it's a lighter bullet. What the hell?
Yep. Still, you got the link in yet for me?
Nah, I'm looking for it. I just can't find it now. I had it before, but I've got so many goddamn bookmarks. Yeah, I am not organized about this shit, man.
Yeah, I know. I've been looking at this really stupid
little tiny key right there. They have
a Tapper Light one wants to know what was the 3 caliber revolver that Bob was talking about?
Oh, Ruger Blackhawk.
Ruger Blackhawk single action.
Yeah. 357, 38 special, and
9mm.
Yeah. Came with a extra cylinder. Really good price too, like $680. That's cheap. Not for us, anyway.
Yeah, I've been looking at this Bulgarian medical kit.
Oh yeah.
It's from the 50s. I never use anything that's inside there.
Yeah.
But it's a nice hard case, hard-sided case. I think it would just be awesome for the car. I could throw it back there.
Yeah. How much do they want for it though?
It's only $17. Only problem is the shipping is over $15.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. You can go to Princess Auto or one of the Tractor Supply and find some kind of gun case that costs less than that.
Well, yeah, I know I could find a different case, but this actually has, the Red Cross on the side. it folds out.
For cork.
Yeah,
You remember what I was looking for on the?
that shotgun 30-06,
Oh,
wasn't it?
right, yeah. Oh crap! Where was that? Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, I gave everybody plenty of opportunities to jump in. I guess they don't want to jump in tonight, so
Nobody wants to.
they don't want to chat.
That's late, eh? I guess.
These guys are normally up till like 5,
It's
6
quarter
o'clock in the
to
morning, so
Not even that late.
it's almost midnight here. But I took a short little nap before Matt's chat by mistake.
Yeah. Well, quarter to 12 here, so almost midnight here too. But you know, it's not a big whoop. Where the hell is that? Damn it! That drives me nuts. I know that website was there.
You're welcome, Tapper One.
See, the problem is I keep moving them around because I try to put them in organized formations, but it never works. Because
I have with Firefox I have different folders.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got Firefox too, and I only have one folder that's like full of all kinds of shit.
Yeah, this one's guns and this one's knives.
Oh, I haven't bothered. Yeah, that's beyond me. Well, it's not. I won't bother learning. But damn it, it was right there. I just had it up earlier. No, it was right at the bottom. Damn it, where the hell did it go? There we go. Oh, for fuck's sakes. It was the last one on the fucking page. Oh, jeez, I swore out loud.
All that figures. I wonder how much Chris is having with that heat gun.
Hey, here's fun. Ruger Mini 14 stainless steel. Here with one 5-round magazine, $900.
So that's like $3 American.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, Chris would just go because he sold his for a lot less. I kind of understand why he sold it, but at the same time, it's like, oh man, I don't like to sell guns. Oh, here it is. Oh, this thing's gorgeous. This is, yeah, for $700, man.
Yeah, well, I do not see a rifle in my anytime in the near future for me.
Yeah. Well, you don't really need one because, you're basically just gonna shoot and eat your neighbors. Because you can't travel that far because, the diabetic thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just thinking, yeah, you're probably going to feed off the neighbors. It's
Pretty
really
much.
good if they're Catholic and they have a lot of kids. Wow, bonus, man.
Growing up, my neighbor was Catholic. She's still,
Honestly, I don't.
She had 5 kids.
I don't promote eating children. Yeah, that was just Quark's twist on fate. The fact that he can't really go hunt deer or anything. Look at this gun, Quark. Now, isn't this just the perfect prepper gun?
Let's take a look.
Well, at least for this country.
For Canada?
Mm-hmm.
Good for bucks, bears, birds.
Yep.
It does not look like a 24-inch barrel, just because of that foregrip.
Yep. But isn't that I just think of how versatile that gun is. You're hunting bear, you got a slug, a 3-inch slug in the one barrel, and you get a 30-06, 220 grain in the other. You got 2 shots. Either one of them is going to just turn that bear almost inside out. Well, unless it's a polar bear, and then it'll still stop it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the pictures right now.
Yeah,
Trying
it's a
to
nice
see
gun,
the-
though. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
nice trigger setup.
oh, isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that. That's really cool.
Yeah, that would be the end of the world survival rifle. Because there's nothing really to go wrong with it. There's a couple of coil springs in it, which you can easily fix or jury rig or whatever. But yeah, it's just always going to function, and it's going to be able to take down damn near anything.
The model it's showing looks like it has a nice, pretty walnut stock.
Well, that too, yeah, it's kind of pretty. Well, they did do nice guns. I almost bought a double barrel, like over and under 12 gauge, a Bakou, whatever is that, Russian. But yeah, I didn't, and I've always regretted it because it was nice. It had like actually short barrels. It was like a 22-inch barrel. It was like a dove gun, a bird, like a short range bird gun. Eh? Oh, and it felt so nice in the hands. It just naturally, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was nice. Who could imagine Russians could do nice work? Instead of just that crude crap like the AK.
Yeah. Last night I actually managed to, well, the cats actually managed to all 5 lay on my lap.
Really? You have 5 now?
I've had 5 for quite a while.
Oh, really? So you're officially the crazy cat person in the neighborhood.
Yeah. I couldn't freaking believe it. I actually got a picture of it with my phone. Yeah, I just like, how the hell are 5 cats fitting on
You
my
did a
lap?
selfie of yourself with 5 cats on your lap.
Yes. Well, just to the cats. So I
Are
couldn't
these
really tell
really
us wrong.
tiny cats, or like if they're kittens, that's cool, but if they're like full-grown cats, you got a big lap.
Let's see. The biggest one weighs about 13.
That's a reasonable size cat, about medium size.
Then, a couple of 12-pounders.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the 2 kittens, which they're still kittens because they're not a year old yet. They're little Luna.
I didn't
She's
know
tiny.
you got kittens. You got
Yeah.
2 kittens? Are they siblings?
They're siblings.
Oh gosh, you're gonna have great joys with those. Siblings are just wonderful cats together. Are they
Oh, yeah,
both
they're
boys or boy and girl?
boy and girl.
Oh yeah.
Luna weighs about, and she's a chubby 8 pounds.
Yeah.
And we got Triton, who weighs 10.
Mm. Yeah.
She's 10 months old?
Yeah, we had
Not
one
even.
litter of cats. We had one litter of cats, had 4 cats.
Yeah, 10 months old.
One hit 20 pounds as a full-grown cat and not fat. The other 2 hit about 16 pounds. One was 18. The female never got over about 10 pounds, and she was always really flighty and scared. The only time she'd come and lay on you and get petted is if you were in bed lying down. And then she would come and lay next to you and get petted. Really weird.
Yeah, this is Triton. That's a boy. That's a brother.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, he's like uber mellow.
Yeah.
You do whatever with me, I don't care, as long as you're feeding me.
Yeah, that's with him. Yeah, he's a food hound.
Yeah.
Right now he's on my lap with Neptune, who is cleaning him, so.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah, it's just I couldn't believe it. They get along great, and that was surprising.
But, yeah, you are becoming the crazy cat person in your neighborhood.
Oh,
You do know that.
heck yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I at one point was up to 8 cats. which wouldn't have been that bad in this house, but in a 600 square foot apartment, it was insane.
Well, here's the thing. The brother and sister, Luna and Triton, and one of the cats will be sleeping, they just go right up to them and just curl up right with them.
Yeah. See, and that makes the other older cats more comfortable.
Man, my oldest guy is only 3, so.
Yeah, see, you have very young cats. I've always had old cats because I've always had cats. Well, since I was in my 20s. So, 30 some years I've always had cats. For some reason, we just can't not have cats. When I move, the only cat they want to let me have is the really annoying, really furry. The one. You remember watching Charlie Brown commercials or
Yeah.
Charlie Brown cartoons? And where what was his name?
The cat that terrorized Snoopy?
No, not the cat. The dirty kid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, when he walked and there was that big cloud of dirt came around him, that's this cat. Like, honest to God, as it walks towards you, there is a cloud of cat hair coming off it. It is the furriest, fattest, laziest. I mean, this cat walks 10 feet and just falls on the floor and lays there for a while. And he's just like, oh, this is the one that was, we got, memes of it crawling up my chest,
Yep.
Yankees going, oh, this is a badger attacking because he covers my chest. I mean, he is just this big, and I don't want him, right? I'm going to go live in the country. If I'm going to have a cat, he's going to go outside, and if the coyotes don't get him, well, good for him. But they'll get this cat because he'll lay down and go, what?
It's not the ragdoll mix, is it?
Yeah, it's a ragdoll.
I thought you liked that cat.
I do, but I don't want him to live with me. Like, I want short-haired cats or, Actually, I don't even want a cat to live in the house with me. I want a dog.
How else are you going to keep the mice out of the trailer?
I'll have a Doberdoodle. You know how good Doberdoodles are at killing mice? There's anything that moves. I mean, my golden doodle, fuck, he'd eat ants off the floor. He'd see an ant and go,
That's because it's dumb.
Well, yeah, no, actually they're not. He's very smart. I mean, how long would you think it would take to train a dog to ring a bell when he wants to go out to pee? Right? A couple weeks, right?
If you're Aaron Rodgers, a day and a half.
Well, about an hour and a half for this dog. Like, took him over, rang the bell, took him outside, brought him back in. A couple hours later, took him over, rang the bell, took him outside.
Yeah, well, Neptune, he's only about a year and a half old. Scared the living daylights out of me a couple weeks ago. Started not wanting to use the litter box to pee.
Yeah.
But it just ends up that he was dehydrated because he wasn't drinking enough, and I thought, oh god, I'm gonna have another cat with a blocked urethra.
Yeah.
So he's been on wet food, and he already knows exactly where to go for food.
Yeah.
Because he gets fed separately in the morning, because the other cats are until the bag of cat food is gone, or on, morning dry, after evening wet.
Yeah.
And if I let them, Triton will just sit there and eat everybody's meal.
Oh yeah.
So he already knows. He sees it and he just follows me, and then close the door and let him eat his breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the other 4 out. But he's pretty smart. He's a smart one of the group.
Yeah. Well, like I say, I mean, cats have a bigger vocabulary. They're a smarter animal, but they're not nearly as trainable. Dogs
they have no
trainable.
reason. Yeah, they have no reason to listen to you.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, that's part of the reason why you can't train cats. They're too smart.
Well, you can train them.
Well, you
It's
can,
just
but it's
a
it's got to
lot
be
of
the
work.
cat's choice to be trained.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, quit talking about cats.
Well, I'm talking about cats just to piss people out in the chat.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought we were going to talk about guns, though.
Well, I'm done
Mine,
talking about guns.
350.
There's nothing on my gun
I gotta
radar.
say, no, as much as I love the Browning high power, my new favorite range gun is now the Blackhawk. He is just so much more fun to shoot. I know whether it's a muzzle blast or it's just the ease of reloading instead of having to wear my freaking thumb out reloading those damn magazines. But yeah, it's just like, I love it. Makes big booms, big flashes of light. It's really cool. It's like being a teenager again and going to a party. But it's a party in my hand.
Yeah, did you hear about this the Texas leader from Mounds Command Action?
The what?
The Texas leader, her name is Shannon Watts. She's the head of the Texas version of Mounds Command Action.
Okay.
She has said in the past that she's completely against open carry in Texas. That it's going to be a danger. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Well, now the governor came out yesterday.
Yeah.
And said that he signed the law. Signed the bill if it came to his desk.
Yeah.
She has now said that it's basically okay if you have a permit to open carry. Really? Now it's okay to open carry if you got a permit to open carry.
So that's already what their law is going to be. She already knows what their fallback plan is.
I just find it hysterical.
Yeah, I don't care. As long as Arizona doesn't get stupid, that's all I worry about. That's my fallback plan is half the year in Arizona, right? But G-Webs probably needs company.
Yeah, I guess there's actually a federal lawsuit which could basically ban handguns altogether in California. I'm reading about it right now. Yeah, all new handguns have to be equipped with technology to stamp each shell casing with a traceable mark. In other words, microstamping, which I guess is.
No, they already do that. That's called you can trace fire pin markings from individual guns.
Yeah, I know that, but they actually want to have that, that's like basically a serial number.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, so all new handguns would have to have that. I found that kind of weird. I didn't know about that before. But...
It's really weird. I mean, like your California has more draconian gun laws than Canada.
Yeah. And the one last thing I have here before I'm going to sign this off for tonight, since it's just you and me, is if anybody's interested, there's actually audio of Bloomberg's racist gun control rant from his speak was last week or the week before. Yeah, he blocked all video. He blocked all video of that going out. This video of him giving basically a lecture.
Yeah.
I can't remember what institute it was, but he was giving a lecture at some institute and basically paid the people that were filming it off not to air it. Yeah, he's got billions. He can do that. But somebody released the audio. You didn't pay anybody for the audio rights. Somebody ripped the audio and put it out there. It wasn't like they didn't have people, reporters that are typing what he said. But they actually have the audio out, so you can actually hear it, and we can hear his voice. So. Well, I'm gonna call it for the night since everybody has given up on chatting besides me and Bob.